on Daybreak Edo Broadcasting Service Reloaded. We have been talking on various issues, and we are going to be looking at the train station attack that happened just over the weekend. And we have a political man here who is going to talk to us on that issue. We have Prince Monday Eson, SSA to the governor on political matters. He was also former chairman, Board for Technical and Vocational Education, Edo State. Prince Monday Eson, it's good to have you with us this morning.
Good morning, Happy New Year.
Yeah, you just came in from Igueben Zoa of their Southwest to monitor PVC collection. Can you just tell us the experience?
Yeah, I think what we've seen since the 3 days ago, the people are responding, let's put it this way, since we still have some days before the final day, and especially even through the weekend, we were still working. Those who are assigned at the ward levels to actually go and work with the INEC officials and the corpus, I think the people are responding. The public is responding because the work is still continuous. Even we are supposed, if not for this program now, we are supposed to still continue. So, but so far, there's a good response.
Good. Thank you. Now we want to look at the train attack that happened at Igueben. You see, March 28, 2022, Nigerians were hit at the news of the Abuja-Kaduna train attack. In that attack alone, 40 persons were killed and about 63 persons abducted, and huge sums of money went through hands as a ransom. And here we are in Edo State, Igueben precisely, having this kind of issue. How would you reconcile that at this time, barely 10 months, the last attack, and it's happening again now?
Well, in a state of insecurity, because we are all aware of what we are passing through in the country, the only difference is that maybe you're thinking of locations. You're thinking of Kaduna, which was our first experience, and now you're having it at Igueben. I think here, from our school of thought, we've always been saying that when you find a system that is not in a proper state, because okay, fine, like we've always said, in this present government, where we're experiencing these kind of things, that is scaring everybody and making people feel that we are unsafe. Let's say, by the special grace of God, we've been seeing governments, this one will come and go. I think what you are saying with the Igueben issue is part of what has been known. It's no longer new. You are aware that it's only by the grace of God that most of us are now living in this country.
And yes, but you see, for every problem, like what Kayode will say, for every problem there's always a solution. Me, I'm not on the school of thought of lamentation. I believe solutions should be discussed and prefer to problems. So now, this thing happened, this same incident happened barely 10 months ago. Is it that the federal government cannot put up a security outfit in all stop points where such things can be checkmated so that it doesn't reoccur over and over again like we're seeing now?
If we must be frank with ourselves, let us get it right. For us at this moment in this country, we don't have a security a check system. Let's put it straight. Because you can't compare what is happening in Nigeria now to something that we've experienced outside the frontiers of this country. Even frontiers may not actually mean overseas. But you find within the south coasts, if you live here and go to places like Costa de Marfil, or you go to places like Senegal, you find that the security network seems more proper. Or if you move from here, you go to Tunisia or go to even somewhere like Libya, you find that the security network is more proper. But here in Nigeria, it's like we are living a laissez-faire system of government where no care, and in fact, you see the care for human life too here is so. I just had a very ugly experience 3-4 days back now at Igueben. I was reporting because these are some of the things. It's part of insecurity. So the system is faulty.
Hi, Odi.
So, it's all right. It's good to hear from you. You are a para security agency where you are the state chairman of Y,
State commander.
state commander of
yeah.
Y, as it were, the Y Brigade. If we now we have inherited these attacks from ISWAP to Boko Haram to unknown government and all of that. It is unfortunate that this one is happening under our nose. Now, the security system, the agencies are breaking down. Like you said, we don't have a security system. Do you also think
Sorry,
that?
sir, we have.
But it's not working.
Faulty.
It is defective.
It's like you having a car.
That has
You
no
have
fuel.
a car.
There's no fuel.
Everybody can have a car. But you can have a good car and you have a faulty car. If you have a good car, you're going for any assignment, the car takes you there fine. But if you have a faulty one and you for maybe mentality problem or whatever you think about yourself, you don't take the same system we're operating is the same system operated all over the world.
Everywhere. Now, my question to you, sir. The state government and the rail system is owned by federal government and run by the federal government, as it were. Who do you think should be the principal, or should there be a system where the federal security system and the state security works in synergy in all of these top points? For instance, the train station from Itakpe to Warri is the one that was attacked in Igueben. They have a stop at Ibili.
Yes.
The next stop is Igueben,
Yes.
before they get to Itakpe. Is there no mechanism? Because we are aware that the deputy governor has visited
Yes.
and other top government functionaries, to sympathize. Well, don't you think that the state government now should be more proactive in terms of working or backing up the federal security system? Because from all indications, it seems that the place is loose.
The only thing you think about here is that probably there is a dichotomy between federal, state, and local. But when it is proper governance, when it comes to governance, where governance is actually by the people, for the people, and it is operative. Okay, let's take a look at what we have seen here in Nigeria since we came back. You're talking of a train system, talking of a stopping point. I don't know if you go around the area now, maybe you cannot even find enough security officers
Within the stops.
within the stops. Not to talk of some of the countries we've traveled to. Like we have our rails. We are supposed to have by each sides network roads where we can have a to and fro operational system of control officers.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do this, okay, the place is too free. Our areas are too free. Before people will gang up, and there's no way we even locate some of these people who perform these havocs, which means it's like we are not working. Either we wake up, like I said before, until we go for a kind of 24 hours running system in the country. How many hours are we running? How many hours are we running in this country?
So we can't just continue like this. The Abuja Kaduna attack that happened March 28th was an eye-opener that these things could reoccur again. So checks ought to have in place, these stopping points to ensure. But why do we still have this reoccurring? Is it that they don't know what to do? The federal government doesn't know what to do, or they're just okay with the situation? That is the question I still need an answer to.
Okay, you said ought to be.
Should be.
Okay, it should be.
Yeah.
That is where we should underline. That is in a working system. In a working system, it should be. And in a working system, it is always. People are always at alert. Are we alert here? That's some of the questions we need to ask ourselves. Are we at alert? Are our security bodies all at alert? I think if we are unfortunate in a place like this now, we are in Igueben, sometimes around 10 or 11, if there's any havoc in this area, sometimes you may not even be able to make a connection to any security agent that will respond to you immediately. It's not because we are saying it now, we are all aware. The only thing we need to be talking about now, like some of us are saying, concern Nigerians, we are saying, yes, systems have been coming and going. This one is almost going now.
Yeah.
The incoming one should have pity for these fellow citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so that some of the things not that the officers are not even there, they are there. If they are not enough, recruit. I can't see any reason why you start thinking that by the time you bring in more people into the system, what is going to happen? In the European bloc, they are able to checkmate whatever might create havoc in the country or within the states or within the commune, because they have sufficient officers. I don't know how many ratio we are using in Nigeria. Probably 1 police to 1,000 Nigerians. By your population, if you are thinking that you are almost
50 or 60 million, yeah.
Can you give me the figure of the Nigerian police staff in the country? Then take a ratio. So, whereas in advanced countries you are thinking of 1 police to about 10 or 20. Here you are talking about 1 police to about 500 or 1,000. How are you going to cope?
Now, sir, I don't know. But some people, there's some school of thought feel that it's a strategy to destabilize the body policy of the country, democracy, create fear in the people, because elections are coming. Now we have come to accept these attacks, because as a nation we seem to just, once something the Kaduna attack happened, now you have said we don't have a reportage. There's no security report system. One time America said that they raised the security alert in Abuja. We despised it. We have a technical, now we just looked at it like a laissez-faire attitude, and the attacks are still coming. Don't you think that it's a strategy of the ruling political class? Because everything boils down to the people who are supposed to secure us. Who do we now trust? Elections are coming. Now the people from Igueben, for instance, they have been hit. They now recline. Do you now think that talking about collection of PVC today in Igueben, where people are not sure whether the hoodlums can come from the bush, how successful will next election be as a politician, sir?
The first thing you should be looking at, you used a word, hoodlums.
They call them many names: hoodlums, terrorists, Fulani, ISWAP, unknown government.
If you now use these terms,
yes,
and up to today, these terms have been used, if we are right, since 2011.
Okay.
Because the experience that came into this system that has grown for about 11 years now is a kind of feeling for eagerness for want. I want to be is different from I must be. And in the course of wanting to be, using that forceful attitude of saying it must be me, and if it is not me, something will happen. I don't know why Nigerians deceive themselves, especially at the upper level. We are all aware of these problems. And then we have been passing through it. We've been taking it. We are just seeing train attack. How many? Because the only record we have now is that in this period, we've even had the record that we've lost so much Nigerians, more than the ones we lost during the Civil War.
Yes.
So how are you going to say that there is no civil war here now?
Sir, you are SSA to the government political matters. You see, during the last, I commend state government response to the issue. Quickly, the deputy governor was there, commissioner for information was there. That showed proactiveness. And if you x-ray what happened during the U-tide, you agree with me that the state was relatively peaceful. We didn't have these crime, issues here and there. And I begin to ask myself, I wish the federal government can take a cue from Edo State, because the governor did well, did above board. There's always something is good.
Just say that it's good.
It's good. There's no beating around the bush. We had peace last Yuletide. Can't the federal government borrow a leaf from us, from Edo State government.
Okay.
Regarding, at least tackle it a little.
It
not
would have
much.
been, otherwise we would have been also thinking that we should have an opportunity to have our the personality of our present governor being the head of state or president of this country, because it is what you have upstairs
That you give.
that you can give.
Yeah.
It's just like what we're going through concerning him over what he has even done now, in selecting liaison officials in the 18 local government areas of Edo State, so as to, make sure government is more effective compared to what the civil servants, like the head of local government administrators, have been doing. Because somebody is thinking of what is the essence of it all? To better the life of the people, to secure the lives of the people. And you can, on security now, you discover that what he has brought up, like the Edo State Security Network, is effective. It's only that there might be arguments somewhere too that, if we say that it was very effective, why did this one happen? Is Igueben not within? It happens. Even in advanced countries, you find sometimes like this. I can remember my experience in Madrid, in Alcalá de Henares in 2004, where we had a train attack, and over 890 citizens, we lost them within a space of 1 hour and 1 hour 30 minutes. No matter the advancement, you can still have some problems. But what we are aiming at is to see how we can at least
curb it.
It's not that it wouldn't happen. Let the rates be very low.
Minimal,
So if it's on a minimal rate, like for the case of Edo State, I think the present government here has taken, they said take the bull by the horn. In many areas. That's why some of us are eager to work with him.
Now, just quickly this question. Somebody said, what is eating the bean seed is in the beans itself. Now, there is no way that we can think that, okay, the Edo State government has tried in their networking and security and all of that through vigilantes. These attacks are from aliens, because I don't believe that people in Igueben will attack a train station that is established to help them. Now, don't you think that there can be some complications, accomplishment between the local indigenes and these aliens? Because there is no way you wake up and just attack. Those people, they came, they have planned it, they live within the community. Do you think, in a way, there could be some collaborations between the ethnic Igueben dwellers or the neighborhood? Where did they sleep? How did they come out? How did they attack?
I like what you are saying, but let us look at it from the security point, because sometimes we go out for intelligence information collections.
Yeah.
And you find that no matter how intelligent you are, sometimes you even find that because there are a set of people who commit havoc. It is just like that. And some of these people, even if you think you are intelligent, they appear to be even more intelligent than you are. You are thinking now whether the people are the residents or inhabitants within the Igueben community. Let me tell you, attackers, when they have a mission, maybe the people that did that thing may have even come from Bauchi or even outside Nigeria. They've already said, let's go and do this thing. That is why we are thinking of networking the system. Our surveillance should be electronically more high-tech, powered, so that you are here in Aduwawa, and there is no system to tell you that something that is happening at maybe Dancing Junction, you cannot take a note of it here. You don't have anything within the environment, even if you are not there, that can capture what goes on. For me, I've been saying that until we are able to achieve our needs in the area of constant supply of electricity, because this is Nigeria that has a lot of competent people, scientists, engineers, and others. This is the same country that have a lot of money. Even if you want to go and transfer the technology, you get the money to buy it.
Yeah.
But what will you use to run it?
Yeah, viewers, we have been talking with Prince Monday Eson. He is the SSA to the governor on political matters and also the former chairman board for technical and vocational education at Edo State. And he just came in from Igueben, Igobazua, I beg your pardon, Obia Southwest, and he has assured us that yes, what he saw was quite encouraging, talking about the PVC collection, and we just dwelt on the recent train attack along Igueben Aziz, and we've been able to, through him, x-ray it and say this is what ought to be and what shouldn't be. And I believe those who ought to do the right thing, they will do the needful so that people and our communities can be saved. Thank you so much, Mr. Eson Prizeson, for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure being with
We
you.
really appreciate your contribution to our Daybreak program this morning. Kayode, your last word, please.
Well, just keep hooking up with us to this choice, EBS, on Daybreak.
And from me, go get your PVC and vote the change that you want to see this year.
And please, before we go finally, especially those who have been assigned now by the state governor,
Yeah.
the liaison officials to each of the local government areas should take it as a matter of duty, because the governor has even told us now that this is no time to wear suit or wear agbada. Let everybody be ready to work.
Be rugged and do it.
So that's, you can even see the way.
Yes. Please.
That's
The forthcoming
interesting.
election is not a child's play. We're talking about our future destiny. Go get your PVC and vote in the right persons for the change that you and I yearn for. Do have the beautiful day that you wish for yourself and everybody as the day progresses. Keep calm. Pray for Nigeria. It will get better. Bye for now.